Welcome back, after a long vacation. Yes, indeed. But where am I? Well, I'm doing pretty good so far, considering my recent time off here. I've been grinding experience and gold, yes indeed. Everyone's level 4 at least. But Magma, how can I increase my experience and gold in my game? Well, that comes with a delicious moon orb. You have been paying attention, haven't you? So yes, I also went to shrines, got some increases in strength, but more about that later. And I have all these items. Let's go with the experience first. The easy experience. Use that delicious moon orb. Remember, I had full explanations back in parts 22 and 23. And go to here, Minnock. Yes, indeed. The Moongate near Minnock. From there, you can go south. Indeed. Hopefully everybody in your party has swamp boots for this. There are a lot of places you can go for experience, and you can just grind along the way if you want to. But this is probably the quickest right here. See those little itty-bitty gray things fluttering about? Those are insects. They're gonna die. And that gives me a whopping 16 experience each. I know, that's crazy. But in this area, you'll find two groups of insects here. And of course, being on camera, my first group isn't showing up very well. Where are those little bastards anyway? Also, there might appear to be a little bit of lag, so I apologize if so. So yes, insects are weak, but they give a lot of experience. But Magma, what now? That just provided me with about 100 experience for one character. Well, guess what? You can, of course, use the moon orb to go back to that gate there. And it'll reset the spawn of enemies. So you know that means rinse and repeat. Since insects can't hurt you, maybe they'll do level 1 damage on one character. But insect dies. They gang up on you, but they fail. Terribly. And what does that mean? Easy experience. At almost no time at all. But what about gold and items? Well then, let's take care of that. Once again, using the moon orb. We'll go to the Moongate near Scaera Bray. I don't know if I said that right. Regardless, 2 spots down to the left. And you'll end up in the Moongate near there. Now go out toward the east. Keep following the path. Across the river you can step across, no penalty. And across the river north, just keep following the path. Now this is a little bit harder. You might want to have a little bit of a level or 2, or at least a 5th character. Because here comes our friends now. And if you're quick enough, you can get the ambush on them. And use that delicious oil. Yep, you remember the oil, don't you? Has the same effect as an explosion. So throw it in the middle of them. And that will severely wound or kill several of them. And just finish them off for delicious loot. Of course, remember, since you're in the front, you'll be taking quite a bit of damage. So you might want to go to the inn in Minok to recover, or camp if you have food. Also, I'd have your Act 2 characters always using crossbows. If you can't afford a crossbow, maybe a boomerang or a regular bow. The only problem with these enemies in particular is that if you do kill an enemy on top of a treasure chest, a second treasure chest will not spawn. So hopefully you can kill them before they move on top of each other. And also a pretty good amount of experience, especially the Mongbats. And just to give you an example of some of the delicious loot you can find. You'll usually not get great stuff, but occasionally you'll find jackpots like that. Over 200 gold. Or you might find stuff like armor. Even delicious plate mail. Yes! And I can definitely use that on some of my guys right now. Sometimes you only get cloth armor. But hey, items are items. But Magma, isn't there a quicker way to do this? Actually, yes. If you go about 3 screens off here, and use your moon orb once again. Oh, do I have to go all the way back to Minok? You can use the moon orb to go 1 space to the left or right. I'll do right. But Magma, according to your chart, this takes you nowhere. Exactly, it takes you nowhere. Same spot. But now that you are off the screen and went through a Moongate, you will respawn the enemies most likely. And yay game for proving me wrong. That's right. I'll go down here and go up again one more time. And that spawns my enemies, yes indeed. Swashbucklers, Mongbats, and Bowmen. And every time, try to get the drop on them with at least 1 oil. Use 2 if you want your avatar to get a good amount of experience. Don't be afraid to heal or move your avatar to the back if he's taking too many hits. It's also said you can find magic axes in some of these treasure chests. I have found an occasional potion or an energy wand. Both very nice. So let's see what these guys yield. And then we'll go to the final leg of how to get more gold. Even more gold, yes. So have all your characters carry as much as they can, and keep much as they can. Because of course you will be wanting to sell some of the stuff you can't use. But where's a good place to do that? Well, a place with a weapon shop, of course. Not all towns have weapon shops, though. So let's use our moon orb once again. Two spots up, and 2 spots right. To go to Jalome. Yes, indeed. And now we can go to the blacksmith, or if you prefer, the ironsmith. To sell all this stuff. You usually get around anywhere from 35 to about 300 for every piece of weapon or armor you find. Of course, the only problem being you have to do it during the day, obviously. So, one quick second. That was annoying. But yes, you can go back to Jalum or any other town that has a weapon and armor shop and sell their delicious loot you got from those enemies you met on the path. And fortunately, it's not too bad. You can sell in multiples. Make sure you don't accidentally sell something you want to keep, like an energy wand, for example, or your oil. And of course, your karma rating will affect how good your price that you get. And you can see I already got a whopping 1,500 from maybe about 6 or 7 journeys. Also, your companions will pick up this pace for you if you are full on your items. And that's how to get gold and experience at a nice rate. So I'll come back probably about a week later, or maybe tonight, and we'll do some more actual gaming. And finally find that final ruin. Wow, you try saying that 3 times fast. Saying goodnight, Magma WK, that is my name.